Hey everyone, and welcome to another one of our Social Media Mondays where we go and talk about cool things that you want to learn about. So this week, Jason Ross of Radiant Freedom asked if we could go through LinkedIn ads and the different kind of LinkedIn ads there are. So I managed to do a little bit of research and I got some slides here to help you out with understanding the basics of a LinkedIn ad. And then what we'll do is we're going to go into Jason's LinkedIn ad, or an advertising profile, because I believe he's got all of this already set up for himself. And we're going to help him set up his first ad, and you guys can kind of follow along and follow through in the process too. All right, so LinkedIn ads are a self-serving advertising platform that allows you to reach a target audience of your choice. It's no different than some of the other ad platforms there are out there. Actually, it's funny how similar they actually are. So what we have is we have all of your. So you got to make sure that all of you need a credit card and a LinkedIn account. Very important for you to have that. So let's move to the next platform. There are two types of LinkedIn ads. One is the text ad, which we're going to be going through. I'll show you how to do that. And the next is the sponsored updates ads. And I thought this was going to be a little bit more complicated than it actually is. It's actually it's funny how easy and simple the process is. So what we have is these are what's called the text ads over here on the side. And so they appear with a headline, an image, and also a description. So it's going to be coming out on the side over here as a text ad, and the sponsored ads are the ones that actually show up inside the feed. So then what we do is the text ads allow you to choose the audience that you want to reach, and it allows you to set your own budget without any long-term commitment. It's actually very much like some of the other advertising platforms that we've all used in the past. And if you haven't used any of those other advertising platforms, then this is a great introduction to you for that. I just got a beautiful, nice, warm coffee delivered to me. So tasty. So next, the text ads allow you to pay a per click or per impression. And I'm wondering if everyone here on the call knows the difference between a per click and a per impression. And I'll go through what each of those are right now. Per click basically is exactly that. You have the ad on the side, and it doesn't cost you money until someone actually clicks and is interested in that specific ad. The per impression represents how many thousands of people that it's going to go to and how many thousands of people are going to see it, and you get the choice between one or the other. And it's great because you get to be able to test and measure your headlines, your pictures, and your body copy. So what you're going to do is you're going to simply go to www.linkedin.com/ad. And then what's going to happen is, here's just a perfect example for you. You have the business services, and you're going to go down here to advertising. And then what's going to happen is you're going to go and look at the LinkedIn advertising, and you're going to go down to manage over here where it says sponsored ads. You're not going to be doing that one yet. That's our next example. You're going to be going to text and image ads. And then when you go to the text and image ads, you're going to choose click and add. And then after that, what you're going to do is after you click the image, what you have is you're going to have this information. And what you're going to do is you're going to open up a brand new account name. And here's kind of what the account name looks like. And then what you're going to do is you're going to create an ad for that campaign. So after that, what you're going to do is you're going to name the campaign name. And it's pretty darn simple. No one's going to see that. So you just put in April campaign or April event or whatever event is going to be there. And then what you're going to do is just an example of the April event. And then on the next page, when you get to the next page, because you can see it's a step-by-step process we have to follow, it's going to say, do you want people to go to your LinkedIn account, or do you want people to go to your website account? And after that, what you're able to do is you're able to go and add a catchy headline and some image copy. So you're going to add a picture, you're going to add a headline, and you're going to add your image copy. And then you're going to be able to have the four different kinds of previews. You have the square, the tall, the horizontal, and the long. And then after you're done that, what you're going to do is you're going to press next. So you're going to have your status in there. You're going to have your test, right here for headline, test for again, we put in test, and then what your image is going to be there. And then you can create another ad if you wanted to. But what you're going to do then is click next. And then after you're done clicking the next, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your estimated target audience. And here with the estimated target audience, that's going to be, if it's real estate or whatever it is, you're going to be able to go through all that and put your target audience in there. Now, we're more than happy to help you out with this. Just set up a time that we can go through this LinkedIn advertising for you, and we can put your ads in there. We can test and measure. Next, what you do is you're going to decide if it's going to be pay per cost per click, which is CPC, or if it's going to be cost per impressions. So that means that the suggested bid for each and the majority of the audience is $6.13. And then we have an ad budget of about $25. When do you want to start it? And then what you do is you decide to launch the campaign. Now we're going to talk a bit about the sponsored ads. And the sponsored ads go right in the news feed of the LinkedIn. So if you're scrolling down your LinkedIn page, you're going to see some that say promoted and some that say sponsored. And you can actually you can actually take a look at some of the ones that you like, and you can of course use those as your swipe file. But it should say sponsored on the top there. And this is an example. So LinkedIn ads are self-serving advertising platform that allows you to reach your target audience of your choice. All you need is a credit card and a LinkedIn account. So we're recording this. If I see some people that are just on the telephone, we are recording this, and you'll be able to get a copy of all of this. So here's an example of what you need in order to do sponsored pages. To do sponsored pages, you're going to need a LinkedIn company page. What's really great is that if you watch the beginning series of this of the Social Media Mondays, all our LinkedIn series that we did in the beginning to build out your profiles, we all created business pages. Now it's time to build out that business page for yourself the same way you would build out your website. And ideally, you take all the same stuff from your website and whatever profiles you have, and you put it onto your company page. It'll take you a bit of time to do that. But the idea is that you're going to be able to do sponsored ads with your LinkedIn company page. If you don't have a LinkedIn company page, you're going to want to have what's called a showcase page. And then you just go to www.linkedin.com/ads. What you're going to do is you're going to go down to advertising. And after you've gone down to advertising, what you're going to do is you're going to click on a sponsored campaigns is what you're going to be doing. Now you can decide if you want to, we recommend that you showcase your company or your showcase your page URL is what we chose here. And then what you're going to do is we're going to be talking about a February event, let's say, as an example. And then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to go in and you're going to find that there is probably nothing updated for you just yet, which is not a big deal. And so you're going to create a new sponsored content. But what you can also do is you can also, if you do have some other content that has been working, you can use that content from your text ads and you can update that to your sponsored ads. So next over here, what we have is we have your estimated target audience once again. You're going to be able to go through that and pick your target audience. It takes a little time. And then what we have is we have all of your billing information. And then the key when launching a paid advertising campaign is to closely monitor the daily, what is happening daily, and if it's performing to its best, and to test different variations. You can test up to 100 different variations for the text. That'll give you quite a bit. And then when you spot ads that are performing well, you can increase their budget. For those that don't, you can cancel the ad, and the ones that don't perform well. And I hope that gives you a pretty decent overview of how to do LinkedIn ads. Okay, so we've just gone through a very kind of quick tutorial on how simple either the text ads are or the sponsored ads are. And we have Jason Ross of Radiant Freedom who wants to start promoting his TGI SEO Fridays. And that's something that we're working on together. And he goes, okay, Odin, look, I love LinkedIn. LinkedIn is what works for me. Let's do an ad for LinkedIn this week. And I said, sure, let's do it. So the first thing you're going to do, Jason, is where it says work up at the top.
Okay.
The 9 little buttons where it says work, yeah. So what we're going to do is so it's called the checkerboard right beside your name.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for ads, I believe, is what we're looking for. It could be under me as well. Just let me double check where that is.
So I have advertise.
Yeah, advertise is where we want to
Here.
go. That's exactly right. That's exactly where we want to go. Yeah. Actually, what you can even do is you can go linkedin.com/ad to make it easier. I think that might be the same place.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay. So we're just waiting for that to come up.
Yeah. I do apologize that everything's running so slowly.
Jason, it's all good, man. We all want to have the. Of course, everyone wants everything to go faster than what reality allows us. And when I am still doing real estate, it's called the real estate pace. It's the pace that real estate goes at, even though you want it to go faster.
Yeah, and in this case, it's actually I started uploading a video at 1:30 and it's still uploading.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to create an ad is what we're going to do. So press create an ad. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you click there or if you click the blue button underneath. Either is fine. We'll just deal with the slowness because I bet you everyone's going there and probably going, "Whoa, I'm doing it." And that's exactly what we want for the social medias. Mondays is we want you guys to actually go and do this. It doesn't matter how slow or how fast it is. Now what we want to do is we have to decide if we want what we want here. You don't want sponsored ads. What we want is we want a text ad. A text ad is what we're going to go with first.
Okay, and sponsored content and sponsored email, that would be.
Yeah. We're going to do drive traffic. We're going to do drive traffic from desktop with easy to create ads. The sponsored email will actually allow you to go onto phones and tablets and the like when you do sponsored ads. It shows up right into the feed. And the text ads are what's going to show up on the side on the side of the LinkedIn when you're looking. It's not sponsored. It's a little bit different where you see it.
And the sponsored ads, so would those be similar idea to the Facebook boosted post?
That's exactly the same. Yes, that's correct. So here you can just, if you have an account already, so we're going to put an account in there.
Yeah, so I don't currently have an account.
There you go. Well, no big deal. So we're just doing that. And do you want LinkedIn to showcase your page for this campaign? So we'll just take one step at a time.
That would be my company page, right?
Yes, that's correct. That would be for a sponsored ad. So go to next. I would say just for the ads like this, you don't need to have anything special. You can just, it's like the simple boost, but the advertising manager in Facebook allows you all those extra options.
Yeah.
By the way, I learned how to do all this in 30 minutes. So there you go, guys. That's how easy this really is. It took me 30 minutes to learn it, and it's going to take us 30 minutes to have you show it. And after that, it's really about testing and measuring.
Okay, I guess this is just tutorial stuff.
Yeah, that's right. But I would read it because everyone's going to benefit from that. Use this. So streamline campaign management. You get group related campaigns, streamline management, and get aggregate reporting. So press get started. Now you can just name your campaign. And I would do TGI SEO Fridays, exactly.
Yeah.
So
And obviously, we don't have any options here yet since I haven't created any other campaign groups.
yeah, so we're going to go next.
Also, I do have the landing page opened up in another tab as well.
Perfect. We're going to
In case
get
we need
that.
to consult with that.
Yeah, we're going to get that landing page in there, so that's going to be perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create an ad. So there it is. You got the create an ad. So what we're going to do is we're going to write in there. So now what we're going to do is put your website in there. So where it says website, put the website in there. So that would be the TGI SEO Fridays. Perfect. There you go. And now what do you want to promote? So this is going to be your major headline. So free search engine optimization education. Or you can use something like, is SEO something you always wanted to do? Check out our free education. So, I mean, right now we're just going to test and measure anything to put up there.
I can't do is SEO something you always wanted to do.
Something you
25 character limit.
Okay,
what?
So is SEO, are you putting off your SEO? Yeah, I think free SEO education is best, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. The other stuff we can put down as, subheading or something.
Yeah.
Where we have an extra 50 characters to play around with.
So free SEO education. I would put free bi-weekly SEO education. Because bi-weekly is 7 characters. If that makes sense.
No, that doesn't fit.
Just darn.
2 characters over.
No big deal. So you can see this is where the sponsored ads next is going to come in really easy for you. So let's now go and describe what they're going to be getting. So this way you can go into your website and you can see on SEO Friday's website webinars, what do we have there that's 75 characters? And what I would also do is I would take a screen capture of this. Okay, because that's going to be our picture that we're going to upload to get people's attention. Right there, this right there. So scroll up.
I have that, as well as I also have cover shots of the people.
Okay, so this is what I think. So let's go back to what you were just looking at, because we want to get 75 characters. Right.
Yeah.
So scroll down. So everything you want to know about search engine optimization, you're invited to our most popular webinar. So I would copy that.
Now, where is that?
Right at the very top. Everything you want to know about search engine optimization.
And I can shorten that down to SEO if we run into character limits, which we don't.
So if you go to the very top again, Jason, there's that top headline. Yeah, that one there. So let's copy and paste that in there. So you have 15. You have 15 characters left. Everything you want to know about search engine optimization, and then put free. For free.
Okay.
That's really what we're talking about. Like, this is a lead in to people understanding how involved it truly is, and then realizing I need someone as a professional to do this, and then they look on you and they pick you to do this essentially.
Yeah.
So next, if you go back up, what we'll do is we'll take a picture of the SEO Fridays webinar. So because you're going to be putting people to the web page. So let's take a nice screenshot of that top headline right up there. All of this, what you see, sign up now. So everything you want to know about search engine optimization, the page one journey, get into your first page of major search engine optimizations. And then, so I would take a Jing of all of that, or a screenshot. Now let's update. As soon as you're done that, let's update that. Upload that picture. By the way, this took less than 15 minutes for you to do this.
Yeah.
It goes to show how simple it really is. So it'd be your LinkedIn campaign up the corner. There you go.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the image. Should be TGI Fridays. TGI SEO. There we go. Yeah, so it shouldn't take too long to upload. Okay, that's weird. All right, it doesn't seem to want to let me upload an image.
Is the image too big? So let's just look at that. Yeah, let's look at that, see what we can do right there. Oh, if you see on the preview, so the preview says here, do you want horizontal, square, or long?
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. So let's pick that one first. Or you can do this.
Square, horizontal,
long.
Okay, so.
Yeah. So it'll show you
square.
You like the square? Okay. So now what we do need.
Oh, there we go. It's just taking a long time.
There you go. That looks beautiful. That's great. So now you can look at the horizontal and the long and see what your options are and how it looks, which one you like better. Let's look at the long one.
Yeah, it looks like the long one just doesn't give us the image.
Okay, I think square is the best.
As I can tell.
Yeah, I think square is the best for this particular example.
Yeah.
And let's save it. So now it's saved. Now let's go next again. Now this is where we pick our audience. So you don't have an audience list that you've done before. So this is going to be, we're going to walk everyone through creating a brand new audience list with you. By the way, I really do recommend you all sign up for his free SEO bi-weekly Fridays. I've been learning a ton about search engine optimization, and to the point where I want Jason just to do it for me. So,
yeah, it definitely is a lot of work.
But, you know, it's rewarding work because you see results with it over time.
Yeah.
So let's start with the process. Let's see the full list.
Which is, you talking about this list here? Or?
Yeah, so what we have is we have a list targeted by the audience below, and you don't have an audience below. So now what we want to do is we want to start creating a full list. So do you want to do company name? Do you want to do industry, company size, title, job function? So we have lots of opportunity here to so you want Canada.
Yeah.
And you specifically want Lower Mainland.
Say that's not entirely necessary.
Okay.
Because I, can work with people in other parts of Canada quite easily.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's our region there. Is there anything else we need to do then?
That's region. And then what you're going to have is, why don't you start typing the country, so you got all of that. Now let's scroll down a little more. You've got all that. So you're just going to go all across Canada. It doesn't matter where.
No, this checkbox.
Yeah.
Target members who live in this location.
That would be your yeah. That's probably what you want to do.
Yeah. So we have company name.
So
industry.
Now what I would do is I would do industry and job title, because you have your specific niche that you like working with.
Yeah, and possibly company size as well.
Possibly
another.
Yeah. So you typically work for self-employed entrepreneurs, right? Individuals that are wanting to maximize the amount of leads that they're getting in. But you can also work for company size. I mean, there's companies out there that have budgets of thousands and thousands of dollars. So I mean, this is where you have to really, because right now you have 15 million people that can see this ad, and that's just going to be costly. So you have to really work.
Yeah. Okay, so first, industry.
So you can see the full list on the corner.
Yeah, so we got agriculture, arts, construction, consumer goods, corporate services.
You actually like consumer goods. Part of your specialty is that, I would say, and services as well.
Yeah.
Because from my experience and the kind of people that you're servicing, you service individuals and companies that provide services, and also products. So you say service industry at the very bottom, if you can see that. There you go. So just click that. Click consumer goods then. Or there's service industry right there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the service industry. No, food production.
You love food production. Like, you actually like the industry, right? Food and beverage.
Yeah, especially natural food.
Yeah, exactly.
Foods.
Yeah. And there's another one, so let's say hospitality, event services.
Food.
There was another one on food up there. Yeah.
Yeah, food and beverages, food production.
Perfect. And then food and beverages, you got it right there, yeah. And so you got that one.
Yeah, I could put in hospitality, although I haven't done anything in that specific niche.
Well, you're talking about hotels that want to make sure that they're searched beforehand. There are companies out there like Kayak and all those other companies that get those hotels in there that are doing SEO, but they put their companies first. And their whole shtick is that if you use us, we'll get you on the top of Google and Bing. But they want to do it themselves too.
Yeah.
Do you like education?
Yeah.
You can pick education there too. So we have 30,000 LinkedIn members right now, just under that.
It's 300,000 actually.
Sorry,
I'm just trying to find education.
300,000. Oh, that was a little bit on this. That was on the right-hand side where transportation, service industry, and stuff was. It's not right. It's right there.
I guess I could put in restaurants, leisure, travel, and tourism.
Yep.
Because I have no problem working with those industries.
Mm-hmm. So maybe this is enough for this particular example of campaign to see who's going to come on. You can also, I would also say services would be a good, so under S, I think it is. Education is right there, under E.
Okay, yeah, I'm in services right now. I'm just not seeing education. It's probably separate.
It is. It's on the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Under alphabetical. There it is. There's a bit of a delay for me.
So e-learning, definitely.
Mm-hmm. And so you can see it's including all that at the bottom in this particular profile.
Yeah.
So on perfect.
Yeah, and right now I'm still at about a 500,000 audience size.
It's gigantic.
Yeah.
Humongous, as a matter of fact.
Although I'm sure we'll be narrowing it down as we start looking at job title and company size.
Potentially, yeah.
So
if you're done with this, let's move on.
Yeah, I could probably come back to that later, and if we need to refine things a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the entire point of doing LinkedIn advertising or social media advertising, is that you test and measure.
Yeah.
So myself, those are a great target market for you, because the one-man shows have a hard time doing it all themselves. But 1 to 10 employees is also really good.
Yeah.
I think that's your magic niche, from what I can tell, because they're just ramping up. They just need that help, and you can supply that help. So I think even when you're 31,000 plus LinkedIn members right there. So what if you do 11 to 50 employees too? Because I think that's a little bit bigger of an organization, and chances are they have to hire individuals to do that extra work. So I would say that you're pretty safe there.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're up to 68,000.
Pretty decent. Better than 500,000, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So who's the one that's going to be looking at this? Are you going to have a job title or a job function?
Yeah, most certainly. So
are they going to be the SEO, sorry, not the SEO. The CEO? They're going to be owner? Are they going to be the marketing manager?
I'd say all of those are probable candidates.
Mm-hmm. Because the marketing manager is not there to do the work of the SEO guy. The marketing manager is there to oversee the work of the SEO guy. Right?
Looks like there's two variations of
that. You can do marketing for sure, yeah.
Marketing manager.
And now look you've got 1,000 plus members on LinkedIn by defining this.
Yeah.
Now you got 2,000. So as you can see, we went from we're becoming very defined right now.
Marketing.
Marketing director. Yep.
Yeah, director of marketing.
I would do both. Marketing director of marketing and marketing director.
Yeah. Okay, so now it's given me some not useful suggestions.
So do marketing. So you had two, director of marketing and marketing director, I thought were really good.
Yeah.
And I would even put owner. And director itself. Yeah, director of marketing and sales. Yeah, those are all great.
Yeah, I was trying to get marketing director in first and then move on to some of the other variations.
Mm-hmm.
Things seems to be being a little bit stubborn, though. Well, I guess maybe it takes word flips into account automatically or something.
It does, because what you're doing is you're going to be focusing on all the people that have a marketing director in their titles, and then the people that have director of marketing and sales will be excluded. So that's how come it's important to have both of them in there.
Yeah.
Or as many of them as you can.
Marketing coordinator.
Yep.
Executive marketing, both of those.
Absolutely. And we're hoping that you guys are just seeing that this takes time and you're doing it at the same time that we're doing it. Everyone listening.
Yeah, so we're at about 3,000 members audience.
Which is a lot more target marketed than before, because these people are going to know that they need SEO. There's going to be a couple things that are happening. They're looking for someone to do SEO right now, and they don't know who is any better and who is any worse than anyone else. So this is where our education comes into play, because you're showing, hey, I'm going to give this stuff away for free to you and show you that we know what we're talking about. And when you're ready to choose us, you're going to choose us. And that's your shtick right now. That's what you're doing. That's your angle, so to speak.
Well, it's giving you a few suggestions. Marketing officer.
Yeah, absolutely, do it.
Senior marketing executive. Sales marketing executive. Assistant marketing manager.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the assistant marketing manager is there to not do this stuff, but to oversee all of it.
Yeah, and that would be more for companies getting more into the, up towards the 40 to 50 employee range, where they might have a manager and an assistant manager.
Yes, exactly. So you got 3,000 plus so far, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I don't think you really need anything more for this particular example.
Yeah, I can always run other ads that target other niches
and that
later on.
That's exactly the point, right? That's exactly the point. So scroll down a bit. And let's go to next. Unless you want to keep on adding.
I don't really see anything else that really would be relevant here, because
so then go
schools,
to
field of study, all that stuff, age, none of that stuff's really important to me.
Yeah, no. I mean, you can do member groups, what groups they're in, but because, you can do sales and marketing groups, for instance. That's an interesting one. So anyone that's in those groups are going to see that.
Yeah. I think in this case, I think that could also start getting my ad in front of too heavily in front of competitors rather than potential clients.
Exactly.
And yeah, I don't want to just be giving all my trade secrets away to my competition.
I agree with you.
So next.
So this is where you decide what you want to do for your budget. So scroll up. This is you would decide if you want cost per click. So what's going to happen is if you do $25, they're saying that others are bidding between $9 and $9.07 to $14 for similar audiences. So it's saying one lead will charge $9. I think that cost per impressions, and that's just what Facebook does, might be a little bit more cost effective with a smaller budget. And then you can see how many impressions and how many clicks are going to be going through. So for $25, the cost per impression is $2.51. And that means that people are going to click through. So for $25 or even $20, you're going to figure out, is this ad worthwhile running again?
Yeah, and that's a daily budget.
So. Yes, that is right.
So
they don't have a anything more. So you can do $5 a day if you wanted, or $10.
Minimum $10.
There you go.
So I probably want to run this in bursts, not like continuously.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So you can show so if you do the arrow down button, show end date, total budget, and add rotation options. Bottom blue.
Yeah. And so
campaign end date. So you can you can say you want to start it. I would say test this for 1 full day, and because it's Tuesday tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday seems to be the best day to put these up.
Yeah, so start it tomorrow and then
let it run for a day and see what happens. You'd be getting in front of 3,000 people.
Yeah, and then Wednesday.
There you go. And then you go back and you see, did it work? Your total ad budget is $10. And we recommend that everyone listening to this, you guys start small too.
Yeah.
And Jason knows that his clients are coming from LinkedIn. So if your clients are coming from LinkedIn, use LinkedIn. If they're coming from Facebook, use Facebook. Facebook also integrates with Instagram, which a lot of people also use. And then what you can do is press next.
And I've actually used Google Analytics to test quite extensively my top traffic sources with sharing blog posts and other content from my website through to LinkedIn, Google Plus, Twitter, and Facebook.
Yeah.
And Facebook and Google Plus has pretty much always been chronically the lowest traffic source.
It's true.
And then Twitter, which mainly is because I had no following at the time.
Yes.
So that was to be expected. I think that's come up since I've built more of a following there.
Yep.
And Facebook, I usually would be getting maybe half to a quarter of what I'd be getting on LinkedIn, which would be country mile ahead of everything else.
Interesting. So
over 50% of my clicks would be coming from LinkedIn typically.
It's obvious that LinkedIn is if you're using Google Analytics that way, which is perfect, by the way. It's great. We should talk about Google Analytics another time. Someone will have to request it.
Yeah, that's also something we could cover as part of TGI SEO Fridays.
Perfect.
Well.
That's great. So let's scroll down and go next.
And I assume next they're going to be asking me for my credit card information at some point.
And we'll just, if that's the case, then we'll say, hey, you guys know how to do this, and we'll leave the presentation like this for today. Payment, there it is. So let's show everyone the TGI SEO Friday webinar, where they can go for that web page that you have at the top there.
Yeah, it's this one here, and what I'll do is also post the link in the chat.
Perfect. So it's Radiant Freedom.
Oh, yeah, I can't get at the chat because of the screen share.
Right. No problem. But send the chat over to me, and I'll send it to me, and for our next SEO, or when I send this out, we'll be able. Oh, there you got it. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, everyone. I'll end this recording for today. I'm gonna stop the recording, and thanks for being part of the Social Media Monday.
I think David, by the way, I think actually did sign up but forgot to confirm. So, okay. David, if you're listening, you're on the list, but you're not receiving any of the emails yet. So make sure you track down that confirmation email and hit the confirm my subscription button.
Yeah, very important to do that. Okay, I'll stop the recording. Thanks, guys.